Finding the right person for any job can be tricky. You'll have to make sure that they are equipped with the right skills and qualifications. This is where AbroadWorks' custom talent acquisition process comes into play. We start by creating a custom-built job listing to ensure that we attract the right talent for each position. Next, we put the candidates and their skills to the test. Our first round of assessments allows us to trim down the applicant pool by testing candidates on their attention to detail and cognitive abilities. At this point, we've narrowed down the talent pool to around 43% of the initial applicants. But let's dive a little deeper. We then conduct a second round of assessments where we gauge even more specific skills. We test candidates on their verbal and written English skills, computer literacy, as well as role-specific requirements. After all the assessments, we're left with roughly 12% of the initial candidate pool. But our work is far from over. The remaining applicants will be evaluated one by our talent acquisition team. Only the most qualified candidates will be invited for an interview. Our data shows that only 6% of all candidates make it to the interview stage, where we grill them on their work experience and get to know them on a personal level. We discover their strengths and weaknesses and get a better feel for their cultural fit and career aspirations. With only a handful of candidates left, we now enter the final stages of our process. We conduct an in-depth peer review process where our team takes into account everything that we've learned about each candidate before recommending a select few to our executive team. AbroadWorks executives review and sign off on the top candidates that exemplify the skills and attributes needed for the position. And finally, this is where you come in. You will now get the opportunity to meet with your chosen candidates and interview them personally to ensure they meet your requirements. And that, in a nutshell, is the AbroadWorks process for how we introduce you to the top 1% of outsourced talent.